Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Puan Rosita Mingin, and I will be talking about evolution of ICT infrastructure in UiTM, and as the first author, and my second author is Encik Jamaluddin Johan. I am a senior lecturer from Faculty of Business Management, but was the former staff in then known as Pusat Sistem Maklumat Bersepadu. And also my second author is Encik Jamaluddin Johan. He was my colleague then when both of us were in PSMB in the network division. So he is currently, during the article written, he is the senior assistant IT officer, but now he is former because he already left UiTM due to pension. Okay, then let's go through the abstract of this article. So basically the article is about the evolution of UiTM ICT infrastructure, so that we can review what are the previous technology used and how the growth are all about, and how does the architecture looks like in summary, and what are the intranet effect and the internet usage, and also the network names of network technology used during this evolution. The purpose of this case study is to provide a history about the development of data networks in UiTM. Also realizing the importance of this infrastructure that supports UiTM business, especially during current situation where everybody is doing work online, and this growth is very, very important. And from the tacit knowledge that based on our experiences, author 1 and author 2, so we see that this is a tacit knowledge that needs to be recorded and become an explicit knowledge to be disseminated and shared for future references. So method of this case study is based on the descriptions, result and reflections in the paper that I wrote in 2001, where the discussion is on UiTM then, current and future network design, and the experience of work history by both authors. The historical analysis is a method of the examining of evidence to understand the past technology used. And a consistent and comprehensive narrative is formed in evolution and impacts of internet or intranet access in UiTM, so that the information here has the potential use for knowledge exchange, collaborative technical possibilities, and also information sharing. So let's go into the findings. So the findings is about data, the history of technology changes in network infrastructure since 1980s. So as you can see, this is the evolution of where network was introduced. Was already local area network work was already in ITM then in 1989, using the technology of using copper wire with T connectors, which is the X.25 technology, and internet link is using Rancom by ISP MIMOS. ISP is the internet service provider. Okay, in 1994, the internet access was upgraded into something called jaring. So Rancom was replaced by jaring, but still the ISP is the organization is MIMOS. In 1997, prior to this, 1997, all the LAN was isolated. So in 1997, PSMB was then the Pusat Sistem Maklumat Bersepadu, take over most of the LAN administration and system. So PSMB upgraded. This is where I came in with my team and also the second author. So we were involved in this ATM project, except for 2 faculties that basically did not join in the LAN then. but we are still connected somehow. We are still connected, meaning that PSMB still connect the LAN between these other two faculties. Okay, in 1998, over time when everything was combined, okay, phase 1 was done to join branch campuses. Some of the branch campuses, we subscribe coins, which is the ISP provider. We lease it, we call lease line, just to connect to UiTM branch campuses, some of them. And then in phase 2, more campuses are being connected to the coins, okay, to the coins, and to the so that every branch campus can be connected to the main campus to get all the system to be supported, and easy to for management of the internet, management of the communication, for example emails and other system online. And then in 2003, the biggest project based on 10 GE backbone in HQ commenced, with thousands of nodes installed in offices, labs and hostels in HQ. So this is because ATM technology was then obsolete and must be immediately replaced or face some issues. So UiTM at that time decided under PSMB to pursue this project, and I was privileged to become the project manager then, with the help of team members, and one of the team members is Encik Jamaluddin Johan. Okay, so this is the evolution of ICT infrastructure described in diagram, so it's easily understood better. Okay, so we have the excuse me, my voice is not that no, I have sore throat. So this is the network, this is the original ATM network design. Okay, we have 6 centers and some redundant equipment based on ATM technology. So these are the backbone switch, and this is the switch that connects to the backbone switch connected to other smaller workgroup switch to users. Okay, so this is the basic architecture. Okay, and then as you can see, when coins are joined, we have 2 internet access as a backup, and all the system are being integrated in time for not everything is like integrated all the way, but the system can be accessed through this through this and architecture within UiTM Shah Alam, and then can be accessed to the branch campuses via our private lease line. Okay, that is coins. This is the first phase of coins connectivity, and then upgrading when we upgraded the backbone to 10 GE from the previous ATM, we can see the architecture for the workgroup to user are almost the same. It's just that the equipment are being changed, so some of the original cabling are still used, although we expand it into more nodes to the user. And then there is this expansion of more network center, more backbone switch, ATM, not ATM, now is the new network, new technology, 10 gigabit Ethernet, and then we can see the expansion here. And of course, the previous slide just now shows about the expanding, internet to the branch campus also. So this is the almost latest internet access, except for the backup ISP is no longer in existence. There are only one access via now network center is in Perindu. Okay? This is the old sketch of network backbone. So, in conclusion, based on the last year of evolution, which was in 2003, okay, until now, 2003 until now, the technology are still 10 gigabit backbone switch, but being expanded. LAN section are being expanded into a lot of connectivity locally. Okay, as we can see, and then we can see the three evolution of types of network of technology that are being used. And here is the evolution of internet service provider. There are around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 types of connectivity used to connect to the internet, to connect to branch campuses. That is the Rancom, Jaring, Coins, Jaring and TMNet, and currently Metro E. I hope this sharing of knowledge could be explored by future researchers, okay, and just to record it without exposing the confidentiality factors in the design of network, because there are some things that we cannot share all through in a document, just to share the knowledge and the technology being used. So I hope this study will help future researchers or maybe to identify what are the best part or the worst part of the technology used in the infrastructure, because UiTM currently is going to a very massive evolution of users, business operations, especially due to current situation of pandemic and all, where people needs to work online. So we really need to investigate further for future of UiTM. Okay, not to forget, okay, last but not least, I would like to acknowledge, of course, Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, who blessed us with this knowledge, and to the former Center for Integrated Information System, where I gained a lot of experience before joining the academic world, and then also to my colleague, to my former colleague, Encik Jamaluddin Johan, who helped me in preparing this paper. And a special thanks to Associate Professor Madya IRTS Dr. Juliana Johari, Assistant Vice Chancellor of Infrastructure, and the entire staff department involved who arranged this ICT conference and enable me to be part of this conference as a platform to share ideas, knowledge, and research papers for coaching and mentoring purpose. With that, I thank you. Assalamualaikum.